When we are ready, we will ask you to enter the test chamber. You will need to be silent and not partake in any distracting, unusual behavior or unnecessary gesticulation. Please seat yourself calmly and silently in the chair and wait for the technician to bring in the test subject. We shall be observing through a panel in the wall. You will be unable to see us. You will be under careful observation, and when we indicate, we will ask you to make eye contact with the bird. This is the most important part of the test. You must hold its gaze, making continual eye contact, and be as still as possible. During this process, we collect our data.
Auspex is our most capable avian test subject. He has the most reliable data collection record among our other successful examples of Columbidae livia. Pigeons, without doubt, test more successfully for animal cognition in this area than any other species we have trialed. Our hypotheses suggest this is due to a combination of the recognition of certain physiognomic characteristics and psychic ability. Because of evolutionary pressures and the demands of flight over 23 million years, pigeons have maintained superior visual competence in light of animal predators and humans who treat them as pests. This resilience is evidenced in its highly successful populations and worldwide colonies. Their inherent visual skill and detailed observance of humans whilst residing in heavily human-populated cities may have afforded them an empathy with the persecuted. But also, a huge portion of the avian central nervous system is devoted to visual memory processing, as exemplified by homing pigeons. This is second only to a highly developed prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that demonstrates the greatest activity during psychic and extrasensory engagement.
I was invited to take part after some basic tests that said I was of sound mind. I filled out some questionnaires about my history and private life. I was told in advance the questions would be quite personal and I was to answer as honestly as possible. It was quite strange at first, but I was assured by the doctor that the trials were thoroughly scientific and the bird was integral to the result. Really, I just sat and looked at it. It was very still and quiet, as though very busy in thought. I've never much cared for pigeons, but I'm told they have uncanny skill in telling us more about human nature than we as humans already know. I hadn't suspected that.
We have evidenced that during measured and observed encounters with a test participant, visual and neural responses activate image cells, the process by which animals perceive, disseminate, and make sense of visual stimuli. Neurologically, Auspex clearly indicates additional visual observance other than that which is physically presented in front of him. This suggests he is also processing psychic visual information extracted from the participant. This unknown visual information could be providing Auspex with the necessary material to make a judgment on the most innate characteristics of the test participant. This is what we call homunculus abstraction. Via a control bar at his feet, he is capable of identifying a number of sexual persuasions by pecking a corresponding box filled identically with seed. Our trials have shown very clear results, with a pigeon pecking the box that correlates to the correct sexuality of the test participant. With an 82% success rate, this disproves the odds of probability as a reason for this statistical success.